Hi guys, today we're gonna talk about how we can make a dummy table for practice or for any other purposes which I have made like this. I know it's a simple table without any formatting or text formatting or anything, but in order to make this table also, I have used some of the formulas here which I will share with you guys which are important in Excel. So let's begin. I will just make a copy of this table, but not just by control C and control V, not just by copy pasting. I will just show you an exact replica of this table by creating again. Okay, so it says name, designation, tenure, salary. Okay, it says Mr. ABC to Q. Okay, so in Excel by default, if you write A, B, C like this, and if you drag it down, then it will copy this ABC, ABC, ABC repeatedly only. But in my Excel, you see, it's like A, B, C, D. So why this happens? Because in the back end, I have created a custom list for this. To create a custom list, you don't have to do anything. You just have to make changes in your setting just once. For that, you have to go to File and click on Options and go to Advanced, and coming down here you will find general, and here is the custom list option. You will edit this, and I have just recently made this data for from A to Z. That's why my Excel shows the data repetitive. And these lists, Sunday, Monday, Jan, Feb, these were already in the Excel. This alphabet series I have put in the data and added it here so that I can work around it. So if I press A, B, C and drag it down, I will get till Q. But writing Mr. in front of every alphabet is a quite difficult task. For that, I will use a function which is known as concatenate. So for writing a function, I have to press equal to and press this concatenate, and it says text1. So for text1, I have to get a prefix of Mr. dot space before this A. So you must be knowing that in order to write a text inside a formula, we have to use inverted commas. So I will use inverted comma, Mr. dot and a space also, so that there is a space between Mr. and A. So I will press space here and close the inverted commas and move on in the formula by pressing comma. It says what's your text to? My next text would be A only. So I will select this cell and I will not make this cell fixed reference because I will drag it down so that this F2 becomes F3, F4, F5. Okay, so let's close this, and it says Mr. A only. Now I will drag this down and you will see Mr. A to Mr. Q. So what I was telling, that here F2 is there, but in the next formula you see it has changes to F3. This is not absolute reference. This is useful when you drag down the formula and you want some value to keep on changing in the other set of rows. Okay, now copy this and paste the values here. Okay, now it's of no use. I will delete this. Now if you see, I have designations also, which I have just manually entered, associate, and by dragging this down I can copy the same thing which is above. And there are 4 SMEs as well, which I will drag it down, don't have to write again and again. And I have this manager, which I will control C and control V. I have this tenuity, which I have calculated on the basis of a formula, just random numbers. So what's the formula I have used? So it's RAND formula, which will give you a random decimal values from 0 to 1. Okay, so the formula is RAND open bracket and close bracket, enter, and I will drag it down till here. But a drawback of RAND formula is, if I change anything now, like, or if I change, or what the drawback of, but the drawback of RAND formula is, if I edit something or make an entry, anything, you see what's happening? It always changes here. So what you have to do, the same thing we did in the last formula. I'll just copy this and paste only the values here and delete this one, this set of numbers which has the formula. Okay, I'll just press delete and I will just cut this one and paste it here. Okay, but these are very long numbers. So in order to reduce this, I'll just select the data and decrease decimal. You see here in number. Yeah, I'll just reduce it to up to 2 decimal points. Okay, now this looks like similar. And for the salary part, I've just entered 10,000 here, then a common difference of 2,000 and paste 12,000 here. And by selecting these two, now here I don't have to create a custom list because Excel is smart enough to understand that the user wants a difference of 2000s in all the cells coming forward. So you see, it has copied all the data here. Now it says total here, so I'll write total. These are blank, and this is the total here. So you can use the total formula here by doing this and selecting like this, the range, and closing the bracket, enter. But another way of doing this, rather a shortcut and better way, is by pressing Alt equal to, which is the shortcut for AUTOSUM. Sorry, AUTOSUM is Alt equal to. Okay, it automatically selects the range of data and press enter. Okay, now we can do some formatting like making it bold, and one shortcut also, I will use this one which says center to make it neatly organized, but rather with a shortcut key. So I'll just go back to the way it was, Control Z, or pressing it here. So first we have to select the data. So in order to active this ribbon area, you have to click Alt from your keyboard. So I will press Alt. You can see H to get it in this home tab, H, and to select this you have to select A and C. So A and C. Okay, now we will put borders, Alt H, B here for borders. Now for all borders it says A, so I'll press A, it creates an all border. So that's how we can create a replica table which I had made using the same technique before. I hope you like this video. If you have any topic, or do you want to understand some topic, please comment in the comment section below. I will try to make that video as soon as possible. Thank you guys. Please subscribe the channel for more.